Good morning, students. So today we'll see about Buddhism. Clear? So how Buddhism was been in a spread and how it declined. Each and every part will be dealing it now. Clear? So this Buddhism starts with what means whom means Gautam Buddha. Okay, so Gautam Buddha was a very famous person and he was actually the founder and starter of Buddhism. Gautam Buddha was the son of Suddhodana. Okay, Suddhodana. And Suddhodana was actually a chief. He was a main ruler of Kshatriya clan of the Sakyas. Clear? Yes. And now we'll see about his father. So then his father got married at the age of 16 to a princess called Yashodhara. So Gautam Buddha's father, at the age of 16, he married to the princess Yashodhara, and then only this that is our Gautam Buddha was born. Clear? And our Gautam Buddha is also known for Sakya Muni. What is it? Sakya Muni. Clear? So now we'll see about the teachings of Buddhism. Nothing more is very important for you. Teachings of Buddhism pakla. That is important. Okay. So first one is about 4 great truths. So Gautam Buddha have a thought actually about 4 important great truths. 4 unmiyana விஷயங்கள் they have said it, and it is very important for us to know it. First one is there is suffering and sorrowing in this world. Okay, so in this world there is a time where we should suffer, there is a time where we should feel sorrow also. Second point, the cause of human suffering is desire and craving. Okay, in second point he have said that if a person is sorrow, that seems that that person is waging for something. Okay, so ஒருத்தவங்களுடைய selfishness காரணமாக தான் a person will start feeling. Okay, he suffers only because of that reason. Clear? Third point is this pain or sorrow can be removed by suppressing the desire and craving. So if we want to remove the all pain and sorrow from our life, then the thing we have to remove is desire and craving. We have to remove the entire thought of selfishness. Clear? And second point is about attainment of nirvana. According of nirvana, okay, attainment means what? According to Buddha, a person should actually aim at attainment of nirvana on the highest bliss, and it could be achieved by any person by leading a virtuous life and by following the noble eightfold path. So a person should always follow a noble eightfold path. Clear? Third one is the noble eightfold path. What are those noble eightfold path means? First path is a right view. A person should always see the right things. Second one is the right aspiration. A person should take another person who is having a good aspiration, who is a right person. Clear? Third one is about right speech. And right speech means what? We have to always give a good thing. The fourth one is about right action. We should always do a right thing. Next is about a right livelihood. We should always live a right life where we have everything. Right effort is sixth point. We should always do a thing where there is a right effortness. Seventh one is a right mindfulness. Our mindful be entirely a right thing should be filled. Eighth is right contemplations or mediation. So right things will always make a person always feel right. Clear? So now we'll see about the spread of Buddhism. Okay, so how and in which reasons the Buddhism got a spread from Gautam Buddha is what we are going to see. So see that picture which is actually given in before you in that on your textbook. See that. Okay, so Buddha's birth represents what? Lotus symbol. Then great departure, that is how he left his place. He went on Buddhism. Then his enlightenment, he always sat near a tree and there he sat and he also always gave some enlightenment words. Okay, and next is about his first sermon. Then about Mahaparinivarana. Okay, so he always was a symbol of peace and love. Clear? So this is the way how he always used to carry his message to different parts of India and established the Buddhist Sangha, or otherwise called as what? Holy Order of Monks. Clear? Now we see about the split in Buddhism. So split of Buddhism actually came at about 2 important points. One is your Hinayana, second one is your Mahayana. Okay, so as a result, Buddhism was also split. Like Jainism was split into 2, this Buddhism was also split into 2. One's name is Hinayana, called as lesser vehicle. It was preached by Buddha. Second one is Mahayana. It was called greater vehicle and it was worshipped by God and Bodhisattva. Okay, as his previous avatar. Clear for you? And now we'll see about the decline of Buddhism. Okay, so that is how Buddhism came to an end at last. So Buddhism was declined in India due to the following reason. They have given some 4 points, right? So your first point is Buddhism was popular in the beginning because it was preached on people's language that is called Pali. The later texts were written in Sanskrit, which was very difficult for the common people to understand. That is, initially the preaching, the way of doing the mantras, everything was completely based on the common language, that is Pali, of people's language. Clear? But later what happened with advanced technology, the language was actually shifted. Okay, they started to write some Sanskrit languages, and those languages was not acceptable by the common people, so that these common people were not able to understand it. Okay. Second point was the split in Buddhism into Hinayana and Mahayana was another vital reason. So image worship in Mahayana made no difference between Hinduism and Buddhism. Okay. So initially Buddhism was a single part, but now what happened is it was split into two. One is Hinayana and Mahayana. Okay. So the splitting was not acceptable by the people who are worshipping it. In Mahayana, there are actually no difference between Hinduism and Buddhism. Okay, so Hinduism and Buddhism, both of them were thought to be same under Mahayana. Clear? Third point is Buddhism lost its royal patronage during the reign of Guptas. So when the time of Guptas came, under the reign of Guptas, the entire royal advantages, the royal belief of Buddha and Buddhism were completely been lost. Clear? So further, the invasions of Huns and Turks almost wiped out Buddhism. Next, what happened was the Huns people and Turkish peoples came into the place of Buddhism. Next, what happened? The peoples of these Turks and Huns never believed the Buddhism part. So they wiped off the Buddhism completely. Clear? So now do your QB and your test question very sincerely. Then submit it on time. Clear? And stay safe and take care of yourself. Thank you.